Hey guys, welcome to Ellie's Life. Today we're going to do day 26 of our 30-day abs challenge. So let's get into a side plank. So here's a couple of modifications that we can do. Place your left leg down on your knee and lift your right hand up. From here, all you're going to do is twist from your torso, so your legs are still staying the same. You're only twisting from your torso. You're reaching through as far as back as you can. Feel your obliques engaging and then reach back. So this is the first modification. Second modification is all the way up on your on your legs. Your feet are on the ground and they are parallel to one another. So one leg is in front, your left leg will be in front, your right leg will be back, and you're going to reach through this way. And the third modification would be stack both of your legs together. This will require a little bit more balance and go for your reach throughs this way. So let's get started, and then I'll give you a final thing that you can do if you're feeling that you have the balance today. So we're working our obliques here predominantly, but also our whole entire body. Our hands are the ones that are supporting us. So our arms are working on both sides. You're moving one, the other one is stable. So we're getting the extra movement on both sides here, and our legs are here to support us as well. So everything is working. Definitely try feeling those obliques. So if you're kind of like slouched this way, you're not going to feel your obliques. So lift up. Imagine there is a fire underneath you and it's trying to burn you. So you're lifting your obliques really high up. And if your neck is starting to strain, go ahead and look down at your hand that's supporting you. If you're not able to balance here, that's another good trick to like stare at something right in front of you or at your hand. So that way you find a little bit more balance. Doing good. Now for the last thing, lift your leg up in a star. So that gives you a little bit more of a challenge in your core. You have one leg to stabilize you essentially. So you're just giving your core an extra exercise here to do. Extra strength here, guys. We're building it all up. Perfect. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and what we'll do is switch to the other side, and we'll do 2 sets like we did last time when we switched sides. So we're giving your wrist a little bit of a break. Again, modification 1, put your right leg on the ground, lift up with your left arm and reach through. Second modification is put your right leg now in front, your left leg in front, right leg back, and that gives you a little bit more stability. Lastly, go ahead and put your feet together on top of one another. Don't forget not to drop from your obliques. Lift all the way up and just reach through. Reach back as far as you can, so that way your torso is turning, your hips are staying level. So your hips are facing the room this whole entire time. We're not going over yet. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're just standing here, and the only thing that's moving is our torso. Look down at your hand if you need more balance, or go ahead and lift your left leg up if you need less balance and a little bit more challenge. And let's do that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and switch back to the other side. We'll walk through the modification, so you got it by now. Choose the way that you want to do it and get started. Perfect. Now another thing that you can do, if you've gotten everything that we did so far, is twist from your hips. So remember a second ago I said don't twist from your hips. Now you can go ahead and twist through your hips. Feel your obliques engaged when you are in this position, and back down. This is a deeper stretch that you can do, and also target your obliques in a different way. You're targeting your lower back. So if this is something that you want to do, you can try it, see if you like it. If not, go back to any of the other modifications that I gave you guys. And let's stay here for a little bit longer before we switch back to the other side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. I did forget to mention that if you do have any wrist injuries or your wrists are hurting you, go ahead and drop down to your elbow. So it would look like this, your elbow's on the ground and you are still reaching through. It's not as big as a movement, obviously, still exactly targeting the obliques. So you're just fine, it's just a different position. All right, and if you don't want to stay here, this is not really comfortable for me, and I don't really have any wrist injuries, or I did, but I don't feel them anymore. Kind of work through the pain. And let's do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now, one of my favorite stretches, actually I like this one a whole lot better on my Pilates reformer, but it works great in a sitting position also. So place your right leg in front of you in a triangular form and your left leg is going to be behind you. From here we're going to reach with our right arm up, and what you do with your left hand is up to you. You can place it on your calf, you can place it in front of you if you need a little extra support and you already feel your oblique stretching, or you can place it all the way down to the ground and reach with your right hand. So give it a couple of breaths and let your body relax into the stretch. You're going to go in a little bit deeper. Perfect. You can go ahead and look up at your right hand if possible. And now get your right hand to the ground in front of your mat or in front of you somewhere, and feel wherever you have stagnation in your lower back. Stay here for a second, stretch that out. Especially if you did that twisty move, you're definitely going to feel a release here. And now get your left hand and reverse the movement. So your right hand comes to the ground or up if needed. And you're stretching to your left oblique. This is not as deep as a stretch as it was on the other side. You're not going over your body. Your leg is more relaxed here. If you can reach the ground, great. If not, stay where you're at and switch to the other side. So right leg is back, left leg is in front. Get your left hand all the way up. It's up to you what you do with your right hand. You can drop it down, or you can play a little bit with pulses. So if you're not all the way down yet, but you feel like you have a little wiggly room, then you can pulse down. So you can pulse up an inch and down an inch until you feel comfortable. Once you feel comfortable, stay where you're at. Get a little bit of extra stretch, but you don't want to be hurting. And reach in front of you. With that left hand, feel your lower back here, stretching, and switch to the other side. So right hand comes all the way up, left one is on the ground or resting down, and you're stretching to your right oblique. Definitely engage your abs here. You're going to feel it on your left side as well. And we are done. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another day of our 30-day abs challenge. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on the notification button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.